Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Before I begin, don't forget to join my Discord server called Luke 810's Hangar. I plan on joining weekly, so if anybody wants to fly together, we can make that happen. My Discord server is linked down in the description below. Today I'll be flying out the Bristol Beaufighter Mark 21. The Beaufighter Mark 21 was a notable variant of the Bristol Beaufighter. It was a ground attacker used in World War II. The Mark 21 stands out for being manufactured under license in Australia and played a significant role in the Pacific Theater. Designed in the late 1930s and entering service in 1940, the Beaufighter became known for its 4 20mm Hispano cannons and 4 50 caliber M2 Browning machine guns. The Beaufighter Mark 21 was built by the Department of Aircraft Production, DAP, in Australia. The DAP was a wartime government enterprise created to boost Australia's domestic aircraft manufacturing capability. The Beaufighter Mark 21 was primarily operated by the Royal Australian Air Force. Over 365 Beaufighter Mark 21s were built between 1944 and 1946. The Beaufighter Mark 21 played a vital role in ground attack missions, anti-shipping strikes, and close air support in Southwest Pacific areas. The aircraft participated in operations over New Guinea, Borneo, and the Philippines. Their rugged construction and heavy firepower made them a very effective aircraft in harsh tropical combat conditions. The Beaufighter Mark 21 is powered by 2 Bristol Hercules 17 engines. The Beaufighter could go about 320 miles per hour, that's 515 kilometers an hour, and had a range of up to 1,500 miles, that's 2,400 kilometers, depending on load. The Beaufighter also carried a wide variety of weapons including 3-inch rockets and 250-pound bombs or 500-pound bombs. It was also sometimes used for photo reconnaissance and anti-submarine warfare. After World War II, the Beaufighter Mark 21 remained in limited RAAF service into the late 1940s. By 1950, most were retired as jet aircraft began replacing piston engine fighters. The Mark 21 contributed significantly to the development of Australian aircraft industry. One surviving Mark 21 is on display at the Australian National Aviation Museum in Moorabbin, Victoria. Overall, the Beaufighter demonstrated the adaptability of the original British design to different theaters and operational requirements. It was feared by Japanese troops who nicknamed it Whispering Death due to its quiet approaching and devastating firepower. That's all for the history lesson. I hope you enjoy the combat. Right now I'm just trying to climb as high as I can so I can boom and zoom some people. It's really not the best idea to climb in a Beaufighter, but it's better than going head on with everybody at a low altitude. If you're going to side climb with the Beaufighter, I would definitely side climb a lot farther away than you normally would. This aircraft really doesn't like to climb. The speed is alright and the guns are really good on it. Overall, if you play the Beaufighter very strategically, you'll do a lot of damage in it. I see half the enemy team below me and I really don't want to dive here. I need to make sure that I stay above them because if I dive, I'm probably not going to be able to outclimb them again. While I'm looking for an enemy to dive on, I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings. I need to make sure that nobody's above me. I know I need to get a little bit lower, so I'm going to dive here just a little bit. I just need to make sure that I stay above these enemies. I'm just looking to see if I can pick anybody off. I would like to go for the highest enemy that I can find, and so far I see this SM-92 that's hopefully not paying attention. I'm going to try to boom and zoom this SM-92. If I hit him right, I'll be able to kill him in hopefully one shot. I really need to be very mindful of the enemies in front of me. I fire at the SM-92 here, but unfortunately only get a hit. Now I see a BF-109 coming straight in towards me. I need to turn away. I'm definitely not going to fully commit that head on. And as I turn away, I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings, and I'm going to start the climb. I pitch for about 15 degrees and hope that this BF-109 gets bored, but unfortunately he's still climbing after me. I know I'm definitely not going to be able to outrun him, so I'm going to need some help. And thankfully I see 2 of my allies coming in to help me. But then unfortunately the Hellcat dies. Now I'm going to start to turn in towards the enemies because I really need to do something here. I'm trying to come in to help my Whirlwind, but unfortunately he's on fire and he's probably going to die. Thankfully the Whirlwind hit the BF-109 and I know that the SM-92 is hurt. I'm above both of them, it's just they both overpower me. And now it's a 4v1. And now I know 3 of the 4 enemies. One's a B-25, another is an SM-92, and then the other one's a BF-109, and then I don't know the other one. Judging by how the game's going, 2 enemies are hit and I'm above both of them, so I'm going to try my best to win this. I would like to try to kill the BF-109 first because I know that he's going to be the more dangerous target. But they're both a mile in front of me and they're both kind of close to each other. So if I go for one of them, another one's probably just going to try to sacrifice himself. I decide that I'm going to go for the BF-109 and hope that the SM-92 doesn't follow him. The BF-109 starts to turn in towards me. I pull up and I see that the SM-92 is coming in towards me as well, so I'm going to go head on. I know he's not going to be able to get his nose around, fire at him there, and take him out. And then immediately after the kill, I'm going to climb back up to altitude and I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings. I know I have a lot more energy than the BF-109 does, so I'm just going to turn in towards him and climb. Now all I have to do is just boom and zoom the BF-109. I start the dive now, fire at him there, set him on fire, and take him out. And then once again, immediately after the kill, I'm going to climb back up to altitude and I'm always going to be looking around me, being aware of all my surroundings. I'm going to start flying to their first airfield to see if anybody landed. I also know that one of the 2 aircraft is a B-25 at least. I look down at the enemy's frontline airfield and I see that the B-25 is parked. I'm gonna start flying over there to see if I can kill him. I just need to be very mindful of his back gunners. I'm definitely not gonna go straight head on with him because I know that he can still fire his gun even when he's on the ground. A lot of people seem to not realize that. If you go straight head on with an enemy at the airfield and you have all the altitude and speed advantage, just go in from above. Going head on will just give him a chance. Thankfully I'm able to set the B-25 on fire, but he's not dead yet, so I'm gonna come around for a second pass. As I'm in the turn, I get the kill credit for it, but he's still not dead. He still has that gray username. He can still be repaired even with his username grayed out. And then immediately after the kill, I see that the last guy's a B-25. I just need to make sure that I try to outclimb him here. And then once again, I'm just going to use my airspeed, energy, and altitude advantage against him. I don't need to go head on every single time. All it takes to win is just a little bit of patience. And since I had a little bit of patience, I'm now behind him and I'm diving on him. All I have to do here is just boom and zoom him now. I fire at him there. Hit him, rip his wing off, and I know he's going down. And just like that, I win the game. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If anybody has any suggestions on what aircraft they want me to fly next, please leave them in the comment section down below and I'd be happy to fly that aircraft.